Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah, where our clergy and staff come on and share a little bit about the Torah portion, philosophy, history, something to bring a little bit of Torah, both with a capital Taf and a lowercase Taf, to you each and every day. Today, I'd like to talk about two very important philosophical and spiritual beliefs, keva and cavanaugh. And keva is defined as literally routine, and cavanaugh is defined as intention. But what does that exactly mean? Well, I'll help explain it to you through the genius words of Professor Larry Hoffman from Hebrew Union College Jewish Institute of Religion in New York. And he says that the classical period of the rabbis provided what that particular age needed, and that was limits. In other words, offering interpretations of when, how, and what prayers were and how they needed to be arranged and recited. It gave us a form of routine, a form of structure, and that is what we call keva. Now, the second age, according to Larry Hoffman, are the beginnings of modernity and the 19th century, which gave us philosophy and Jewish prayer. It's taking that routine and taking the words and making meaning out of them, bringing intention to what those things are. So the difference really between keva and cavanaugh is that keva is the action, how we're doing it, the steps that we take, and the cavanaugh is the deep meaning, the intention behind the actions. How many of you have made a dish in the kitchen, have cooked a recipe, baked a recipe, and they followed the instructions exactly as it is written? Well, that is keva. That is taking the necessary steps to create a dish, with the end result being that you cook this particular dish. And might I add, if you are going to follow a recipe and it needs blending, I would highly consider putting the blades in the blender. That is all a part of cavanaugh. That is not up for discussion. However, what are the reasons why you cooked this particular dish? Perhaps you cooked the dish because you're celebrating an anniversary or a birthday or a special day, or it reminded you of something incredible that happened in your life or an experience that you had. That is cavanaugh, because you're not just cooking for the sake of satiating yourself. You're cooking because it has intention. It has deeper, more expanded philosophical meaning behind it. It's important to have keva. It's important to have structure and a framework for things. But the cavanaugh is what makes it take off and what makes it unique to each of us. Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel describes cavanaugh is the more you do more than you know, so that you can know more than you do. In other words, it's not so much about the action itself, but the reasons why we do those actions. He states, a moral deed unwittingly done may be relevant to the world because of the aid it renders to others. Yet a deed without devotion, for all its effects on the lives of others, will leave the life of the doer unaffected. The true goal for the person is to be what that person does. My friends, it is important to have intention behind what we do. We can do the action, but what meaning does it have? How will it affect others? The things we do can affect ourselves, but mean so much more with greater intention when we do it with greater meaning. Let us all understand the keva and practice keva, but really aspire to have a deeper, more spiritual and meaningful cavanaugh, intention in our lives. Have a wonderful Thursday, everybody. and an early Shabbat Shalom to all of you. Bye.